But the difference for me is when you get this information, when someone tries to talk to you, do you scoff at them? Do you mock them and ridicule them?
For example, if we look at a werewolf, what is the main characteristic of them? They are shape shifters. They change their form. And nowadays in psychopathy, you are able to lie and manipulate to the point where you actually believe your own lies and manipulations. You change your name and suddenly you're a different person. You can continue your scumbaggery.
I'm Samantha, and was Samantha Edwards, changed my name back to my maiden name a while ago, Costello.
Yeah.
But it's a hard question because you're asking me this, Vinny, and people will say that I am the shit stirrer. That's what I do. I cause division.
My very special guest that's going to be joining me today, ladies and gentlemen, is the quite lovely Samantha Edwards, who's been collaborating with Counterspin. Now, she's having a few technical issues, so we'll come to her in just a few minutes. So if you hear a little Skype doom, 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 thingy on the live stream, that's just the guest coming on. Would you be able to just tell us a little bit about you, who you are and what it is you do?
What do I do? I mean, I talk about stuff and annoy people and ask questions about things, and that sort of somehow got me into the field of doing some work with Counterspin and just everything that you've seen. Basically, I've done a few documentaries and give a little bit of, well, I don't know, I wouldn't say commentary. I'd say I ask questions and get out there.
Do you by chance ask questions to which you sort of already know the answer?
Oh, yeah. I asked a few to Winston Peters yesterday. He doesn't like me much anymore. Told me to go away.
When you're dealing with somebody in the truth movement, the vast majority, I think all of us, have some form of complex post-traumatic stress. Something horrible happened to us that took control of our lives away from us from between 1 and 6 months. And so we no longer react to threats like we once do. We used to be able to think about the threat and then process our emotion about it and then react to it. But now, the second we even get the slightly intentional thing that there might be a threat, we react, that kind of thing. So you're dealing with a practically survivalist people in terms of their consciousness, and they're very sensitive, and they are prone to getting aggro, and some of them have hope in certain things, whether it be their religion or the white hats or something of that nature, that they've based the stability on their life upon. And when you try to break those chains and tell them no, you are actually a slave and you are going to die unless you work together, and it doesn't matter what you believe, they can get very upset and accuse anybody of anything just based upon their own personal kind of mental illness, which I think we all suffer from to lesser or greater degrees. That's my opinion on it anyway.
We've had to discern, and we've had to fight. Psychologically, we've had to fight, and so we might have issues around that, but that's what it's also allowed us to be here, recognizing stuff that other people haven't recognized. So
what if there are people among us who aren't entirely honest, aren't entirely truthful, misleading people down the garden path, people who are agents and things of that nature?
I honestly would say we're a bunch of people that have overcome stuff, and it has grown us. But we have perhaps some wounds or mental, psychological injuries that we carry as well. But it's like everything in life, you can turn it into something powerful, or you can let it become your disability. If they want to look scarier, if they want to if they want you to feel intimidated by them because they happen to be only this tall, so they're not very scary. So what do? They take on a character, they put on a costume, and then they've got their costume on, they're, I do believe that that is what is going on, and I totally respect your opinion, Vinny, about, we're being ruled by demons and stuff. This is just my thought process at the moment. This is like what I'm going through. That a lot of them wear this like a damn power suit because it has exactly that effect that you were just describing, where we then think this is undefeatable. Oh my God, they're satanics, and they're so satanic, and there's demons everywhere, and this is the devil. We can't beat the devil, So I do think that they wear this stuff, and I'm not 100%, okay, but I think they use this stuff, like people like Maria Abramovich, or a lot of the stuff that they do. I think sometimes, maybe even subconsciously, it makes them feel more powerful because they're dweebs, most of them, let's face it. Yeah, I was totally flabbergasted, bewildered, and I still am, to come into this movement, absolutely, as you described, and think, oh my God, it's so good to find other people who know what's going on. So, let's go do something about it. And then you find out that, oh, well, actually, there's a little bit of a mole over there. And that one too. And actually, whoa, half of them are actually, it's like, what, 80%? I'm just saying with, all the groups and all the, it's either compromised, it seems so many are either compromised or controlled.
Well, in New Zealand, they say that it's a very, very small country, and if you're in the truth movement in New Zealand, it's even smaller than that. It's like a little microcosm. It really is like we're one little village, and everybody knows each other, and everybody knows what colour your poo is this morning. That kind of thing.